We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from Houston. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
All right, here we go. We're going to run, and this is Travion Henderson. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Contact right at the catch point. And does a great job forcing the incomplete pass. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll go. Here's May. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
That's good for an Anchorage first down.
Once again, it's Walker. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
46-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And that will be a first down.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give him the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers and the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
Here we go, here we go. 69, 70.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
7 Pirates, 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Anchorage. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Rupee able to add the extra point. The Aviators will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Begin it on the ground with Henderson. And pick up 3, or maybe 4. Ely Ringo comes up from the secondary to make the play. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henderson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. Up there of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We'll go play action with May. Will spot Henry open downfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down for Houston. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's into the end zone. What a response. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Houston.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Williams in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They'll look to throw. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. And once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A run, and this is Henderson. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 23, here's second down and 2. Off the play fake, here's May. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it starting third down and 2. Rattle the gun, here's May. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground, here is Henderson.
Best job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
May to throw on second down. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Texans. His second touchdown of this first half. Adds the extra point, and the Texans will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Aviators 7. Chris Boswell set
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Hot 70.
Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
18. Coogan. Ready?
Back to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
60 Eagles. 19 tight. 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So that'll bring up fourth down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
15-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Past midfield. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Houston. A 21-7 lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Let's go.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. Davis to return it. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Henderson now on 1st and 10, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. That's a gain of 4.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Here now, 3rd and 5. Here's May. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver. It's a great example there. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away. And he couldn't get this one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup at 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Ready, set, Vikings,
Brings up 2nd and 1.
ready.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to get the first down up past the 35-yard line.
7-yard gain.
Not 60 Eagles.
Throwing now from the gun. That one swung out wide to Walker. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Drag. 70, Vikings, Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Dragon 60. 18. Panther 11. Dragon 60. Dragon 60. Go.
From the 50, he'll set him to throw.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Texans have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. Complete to Henderson. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. They get 24 on that one. 1st down for Houston.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Working out of the gun. It's May. To the goal line and in. Roll through there. Touchdown, Houston. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the set. Cannot. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this 1st half. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Alante Taylor is there for the stop. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Let's go now.
They're going to go jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. They'll pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, but he got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Aviator. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Aviators are able to cut into the deficit.
14. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hey, Angel! Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
The line is scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Off the play fake, here's May.
The 26-yard line.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down. They run straight ahead with Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
Handoff, and it's Henderson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Back over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Hey, what's up?
Out of the gun, here's May. Open man, left side, he's got it. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run, it's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Hey, what's up?
May to throw on second down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Third and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they forced a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They're going. It's May. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
40, 70. 70.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get this complete to Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Pant 19 Lions.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. It's a touchdown. They find the end zone through the air. Greg, that is one of the most popular plays because it works so often.
You're right, Mike. We see it all the time. It's a 4 vertical concept. But the key is you've got to stretch the defense and put pressure on the secondary. That's exactly what they were able to do here. They take advantage, and they go deep for 6.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
To begin the fourth quarter on 1st and 10.
He's inside the 30. And strong running there as they're finally able to bring him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Way beyond Henderson. Touchdown, Texans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
They'll run the draw with Walker. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
79 Broncos.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Well, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
On the handoff, Henderson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
Hey, what's that? Crazy.
They gonna look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That is well done there. Converting on 3rd and 15.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time. We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll be third down. Now, May. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. He's going to be fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go. Here's May. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Dragon 60, Mustang 19.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to try it here again. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 71 yards for the touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
And they're on 35-yard line.
They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
May now on 1st and 10. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
On the give, it's Henderson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, here is Henderson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's May. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. Now a second timeout called by the defense. It comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run, and this is Henderson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll give it to Henderson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up for first and 10.
Rig alert. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's hot. Left side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Panther 80. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rebels. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. And left side, it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Here we go. One final play. That is caught at the 3. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So it's a win here for the Texans.